What is up, YouTube? It's Brandon Relkam here today with a new cassette collection YouTube video. This will be my cassette collection video for July of 2022. As always, it's been several months since I did a collection video, and as always, that gives me plenty of time to get plenty of cool stuff into the collection. So, I got new stuff to showcase. I'm excited to showcase it all. I think this may be my longest cassette collection video yet. I don't know. We'll have to see. During this video, I will be playing Morbid Cross's new album called Ungodly Infestation in the background. Morbid Cross put out their newest and also second album back in, April of this year. If you're a fan of bands such as Havoc, Sodom, Slayer, or Death Angel, you will definitely like this band. This is a prime example of New Jersey thrash metal, and you should check it out if you never heard it. So, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will not miss any videos when I upload them. And without further ado, let's get right into this. To kick this off, we have Gore from the Gutter from Heinous. Heinous is a gore grind band from Arizona. I got this demo from a friend of mine. I traded a cassette copy that I made of, it was Acid Bath's 1993 demo called Demo 2. And the guy I traded with was interested in getting an Acid Bath cassette, so I made that, traded, got this. This demo was originally put out in late 2016, and it was just called Demo. The band put it out independently, and then 2017 it was reissued. With those reissues also came the renaming of the demo, and is now called Gore from the Gutter. The demo was put out on a cassette through a couple labels and also independently. This copy that I have right here was put out by Grindfather Productions. So this demo is, I want to say maybe approximately 8 minutes if I remember correctly, but it is 8 minutes of really good Arizona gore grind. Check it out. Here's another one I traded for. We have right here, Death's Spiritual Healings. This is one of the 2021 reissues through Relapse Records. I traded with the vocalist from my thrash metal band Influenza for this. I traded a copy of the Influenza demo called Dangerous and Contagious for this. A cassette copy, I should add. Yes, I got this. I want to say this is a rather underappreciated Death album, at least when compared to other works from them like Scream Bloody Gore, Leprosy, Symbolic, Sound of Perseverance. So, this is a really good album, and what's cool about this one is that two of the tracks in particular have some old demo riffs on it. This Spiritual Healing title track has a riff from an old Mantis and Death song called Legion of Doom, and I believe it was... I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. It was either Living Monstrosity or Altering the Future that contains a riff from the old Death demo song called Back from the Dead. Yeah, Back from the Dead. So yes, I always like seeing bands recycle old riff ideas and song ideas for future songs, bands, or whatever. So yes, really good Florida death metal right here. Death Spiritual Healing. In my hands, I've got a cassette copy of Mausoleum's 2014 live album. I'll let you read the album title for yourself. But yes, I got this back in, I want to say April. I believe I got this at the Morbid Cross album release show where I got the CD copy of Ungodly Infestation. I have not listened to this cassette yet because I'm kind of lazy. I'm extremely lazy. But I've looked this band up on Metal Archives, and I took a look at what people were saying this band was similar to, and there were definitely some names I recognized, so I am excited to listen to this. I will be putting it into the cassette player as soon as possible. The next few cassettes that I'll be showcasing came from my local record store where I normally go for cassettes. And right in my hands, I've got a classic, Painkiller from Judas Priest. This cassette was put out through Columbia Records, catalog ID CT46891. I couldn't find this anywhere on Metal Archives, but I think I did find it on Discogs. Maybe, I don't remember, but yes, this is classic British heavy metal that you have to appreciate to some degree. Now, what would a cassette collection video be without some Slayer in it? That's right, I've got Slayer's Haunting the Chapel EP. This is one of the Metal Blades reissues from, let's see, was this? Yeah, 2021. Yeah, a lot of Slayer stuff under Relapse Metal Blade has been reissued not too long ago, so I'm happy to see that. You can see right here, it's kind of got that like transparent black cassette shell, so that's cool. You know, of course, you got songs like Chemical Warfare and Captor of Sin on this, so that's awesome. And yes, it's got the Aggressive Perfector song on it, which I don't think was originally on this EP when it was first released back in, what, 1984? Yeah, I believe 84. But, yes, Slayer's Haunting the Chapel. Truly an amazing thrash metal EP. What a coincidence that I'm playing music from a band that I think sounds similar to Death Angel. Right here I've got Death Angel's Relentless Retribution on cassette, put out by Nuclear Blast Records, and look at that orange shell. Tell me that does not look beautiful. This is a newer Death Angel album, I believe, just judging by the copyright dates on this, I believe this was from 2010. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, Death Angel is another classic thrash metal band that you have to appreciate to some degree. Death Angel is definitely a band I appreciate. I've got a Death Angel patch on the back of my vest. If only I was willing to maneuver myself to show it. But I do have my tour of my battle vest video up on YouTube. So if you want to see my Death Angel patch, go watch that video. Yes. Death Angel, Relentless Retribution. And once again, we've got Death Angel. This time we've got The Dream Calls for Blood. This is another Death Angel cassette put out through Relapse Records, and this time it's got a transparent blue shell. This looks so beautiful. You cannot tell me this doesn't look awesome. On side B, it's got a bonus track on it called Heaven and Hell. I have not done my proper research on this album, but I'll be surprised if it's a Black Sabbath cover. You know, I'm sure it'd probably be listed if it was a Black Sabbath cover, but I will do my research and surprise myself with either it is or isn't. Anyways, this was put out originally in 2013, just judging by the copyright date, and 2019 on cassette. Once again, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, all that jazz, but yes. Death Angel, The Dream Calls for Blood. The next two cassettes that I'll be showcasing came from a record store that's located, I want to say maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from my house. I got these two cassettes the first time I went to that store, which was, I don't know, several weeks ago. And number one of two is Ozzy Osbourne's No Rest for the Wicked cassette. As you can clearly see, this still has a price tag sticker on it, which is keeping it closed. As I said, I'm kind of lazy, so I have not gotten to take this off. I believe this is one of the first Ozzy Osbourne albums to feature Zakk Wylde. I don't remember the last time I've listened to anything off of this album, so yes, I've got a reason to listen to this album now. and it's just Ozzy. Once I saw, I can't speak. Once I saw this cassette in the store, I knew I had to get it. Ozzy Osbourne, No Rest for the Wicked. So number 2 of the 2 cassettes that I got from that record store, I think may come as a little surprise, at least to anybody who knows me, because I don't think they'd ever expect for me to have a Robert Johnson cassette. That's right, I've got Robert Johnson, the complete recordings on cassette. You know, I can respect anything that isn't metal. I'm perfectly capable of doing it, and here's a fine example of that. I respect blues very much. Let's see, Me and the Devil Blues, that has to be my favorite Robert Johnson song as of right now, and it's fitting that that is the first track on side B, kicking it off with a really good start. Oh, looks like there are 2 takes of it, so that's cool. But yes, Robert Johnson, a very, very amazing guitar player, and very mysterious too. Not a whole lot of people know everything about him. You know, there's the old story that he sold his soul to the devil to be able to play guitar better, but you know, obviously that's a myth. Anyways, really good Delta blues right here. Check it out. Right here I've got a mixtape that I got in a trade. This mixtape is called Full Moon Metal Mix. So I had signed up in this how do I word it? Cassette tape Discord server, and they were doing a once again, I can't speak. They were doing a mixtape exchange event where you'd fill out this form and then you get paired up with somebody. And I got paired up with somebody who likes metal, and I got this really cool mixtape. And of course, I sent out a mixtape full of all kinds of really good heavy metal. I called my mixtape Relkamic Metal Mixtape Volume 666. And in return, I got this. So this has a pretty unique track listing. There's some Mastodon, a couple Metallica songs. There's definitely a lot of Protest the Hero on this. There are quite a bit of bands on this mixtape that I have not heard of prior to listening to this tape, but I'm glad I got this because it's expanded my horizons. And check this out. I want to pull this out of the case just to show this in its entire glory. The person who made this painted it up. Doesn't that look cool? I think it looks cool. I can still smell the paint. So good stuff. But yes, right here we've got Full Moon Metal Mix. A mixtape full of all kinds of really good and heavy music. And last but not least, we've got this tape that I called Basement Jam 6/14/2022. In other words, Basement Jam, June 14th, 2022. So back in June, I was jamming with some friends of mine. We were in my basement. One friend of mine was playing bass, another was playing guitar, and I was playing drums. And we just quickly came up with 4 songs. My friend playing the guitar would just quickly write something and teach it to the bass player, and then I'd put a drum beat over it. I can't say that I'm a very good drummer though, but you know, I was able to get through without my arms falling off. And I recorded these 4 songs on the voice memo app of my phone, and then I dubbed it to a cassette. So here it is. And then here's the tape. No, just a generic Maxell UR60 tape, and I've got the label on it. So good stuff. Good stuff indeed. So that wraps it up for my July 2022 cassette collection video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next YouTube video.